Hi guys, it's Katie and I'm back with another video from the leadership series. Today I'm going to talk about something that I really love talking about, and I think this is a really good example of it actually because it's 7:15 at night, feeling kind of tired. The kids are getting ready to go to bed, their dad's putting them to bed, and this is a good time because he's kind of taking care of them. This is a good time for me to squeeze a little bit of work into the day. With COVID, the kids are home all the time. My husband worked from home today and we were kind of juggling together. And anyway, my office hours were just kind of shot. And so that really applies to what I'm going to talk about. Today, we're going to talk about how to work this business, and I'm a Zaya rep, but if you're in any other network marketing industry or just a side hustle in general, this can apply to you too. How to work your side hustle while you also have a full-time job. So while I don't have a different full-time job now, I do understand how hard it can be to squeeze more time for something into your day because I used to do this when I had 3 kids under 3 at home with me full time. And I had big dreams for this business. I was in another company at the time, but I knew that it didn't feel like there were enough hours in the day. So I had to figure out how to find the time. So I started getting up a little bit earlier at night. I worked during the kids' naps, and I also stayed up a little bit later and worked then. Now, that was about 7 or 8 years ago when I started, and now the kids are older and my business has grown, so I am able to do it full time. I'm able to pay for some help when I need it. We earlier, maybe 5 years ago, we hired a cleaner so that on my office hours, when I had a few minutes here and there during the week, that I was able to work my business instead of cleaning my house, because cleaning my house certainly wasn't paying me, and our cleaners do a much better job and are much more efficient than I am anyway. So things like that can be very helpful. But let's go back to if you do work full time. Just know that I do understand, because I have been in a place where it was like, when am I supposed to do this? And I figured it out. First of all, there's something really magic. Sorry, my kids are wrestling with my husband upstairs, so that's what you're hearing. There's something really magical about the early hours of the day. Even getting up just half an hour early where it's quiet and you can drink your coffee or your tea and focus on your to-do list is so huge. But it only works if you have a really organized to-do list. So that is kind of the first thing. Get really serious about what your to-do tasks are going to be, because when you have that time, when you have 30 minutes or 20 minutes or 10 minutes, you want to go right to the list and kind of get going ASAP. If you're, rummaging around on social or trying to figure out what you're doing, then you're wasting time. If you've got a good to-do list always waiting for you, then you can check things off. And a lot of our work, in network marketing, it doesn't really take that much time to actually do the work. It's thinking about it and preparing for it and getting organized that kind of takes time. So if you can do that in little bits and pieces throughout the day and the week, then when you go to work, you're very efficient. Another thing, guys, working, smarter, working during your lunch hour. We don't really need an hour for lunch anymore. So have your lunch and then do a little bit of work. 10-minute blocks here and there can be huge. We talk a lot about the power hour, where if you just work for 1 hour solid a day, that's really all you need. But if you don't have a solid hour, break it up into 3 20-minute segments. We can all find 20 minutes in the day. But I think the most important thing is to know that you're doing the right activities when you are working. So that list is really important. But also, and this is going to be a little Zaya specific, but I think you could probably pull your own industry into this too. I think there are 4 things that you need to be doing regularly when you are working, especially if you have limited time. So if you have limited time, you're not making beautiful spreadsheets. You're not spending hours on graphics. Those things are not important, and they're not going to move your business forward. They're kind of fun, and they can be fun extra things if you have extra time. They are not the most important business activities. They're not income producing activities. So your income producing activities are going to be I'm talking about Zaya, wear the clothes and share your outfit every day in your stories. I've done that for 3 years now, and it has been such an easy, fast way to share my message kind of constantly. It's like a constant billboard about the clothes that I represent. Number 2, reach outs. Set a number that you do every day and reach out to people to host a party, to try the clothes, or to join your team and be a rep. I think 3 is a good number, but whatever works for you. Maybe that's too many. Maybe you want to do 2 reach outs a day. That's so fast, you guys. It's coming up with the names that are tricky. So keep a list. As you think of someone, write it down, and then when you're able to sit down and work, then you send those messages. Host parties. When I started, I kind of committed to hosting 1 a week. And I did that for 2 solid years, and that grew my business very quickly. So I don't do quite as many now, just because my roles have changed a little bit, but still, two parties a month is a great goal at this level. And honestly, I think 1 a week is the best. So your reach outs, you are posting your outfit of the day, you're hosting party once a week or twice a month, three to 4 parties a month, I think. And then the last one is personal development. And this one is really easy to miss, but it's the most important thing that you don't miss. Personal development is what is going to get you through that hard time. And it is hard to motivate yourself to work when you've worked a full day already. So that personal development is extra important for you. 10 pages a day or 10 minutes on audio as you're driving home, as you're loading the dishwasher. Find those little cracks when you can fill your cup. That's going to motivate you to keep going when it's hard. So I hope that's helpful. You can absolutely do this with a full-time job. You just have to be a little mindful about your time and stay focused with a really strong to-do list. I'll talk to you soon.